Shalom, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshua, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, salutation, I can teach all truth and sincerity. Um, it's gonna be called Yahawashi will drink the pure wine with the elect in the kingdom. Um, so this is Genesis 49 verse 12. It says, "His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk." And Yahawashi, one of his favorite things he loved to drink was red wine. Um, and he said, I believe it's in scripture that he wouldn't drink the fruit of vine till he drank it new with his the men with the disciples in the kingdom to come. Um, I'm gonna go to another scripture. I'm gonna read Psalms um 104 and verse 15. It's Psalms 104 verse 15 says, "And wine that maketh glad the heart of men, and oil to make his face to shine, and bread which strengthen men's heart." Because red wine is a very good for uh, what's the word? It's very good health wise to consume. Also, it's a pleasant, drink to drink. Um, it can also calm a particular individual down by consuming um, very good, rich red wine, especially if it's very pure. It can easily, uh, you know, benefit you health wise. Um, I'm gonna go to another scripture, Ecclesiasticus, which is Sirach 32 and verse 5. I'm gonna read. This is a concert, a music, and a banquet of wine is a signet of a carbuncle set in gold. It says, "As a signet of an emerald set in the work of gold, so is the melody of music with pleasant wine." Drinking wine and listening to classical joints is actually a soothing to your spirit. Um, Especially if you're listening to harp music and you're drinking wine, and it can relax you in a pleasant way. Um, I'm gonna go to the 31st chapter, and I'm gonna read 27. Um, it says this is Ecclesiasticus, which is Sirach 31 verse 27. It says, "Wine is as good as life to a man, if it be drunk moderately. What life is then to a man that is without wine? For it was made to make man glad." Yeah, wine was made to make a man glad. Um, Also, Yahushua, he also drunk it because he was, dealing with Israel, and you know, um, our people were, will sometimes vex him to a certain extent. So he would drink to feel have a pleasant, moment. And you know, it's, that's why most of our people accused him of being a gluttonous and a wine bibber, because he would drink wine and his eyes would be bloodshot red. Um, like, I believe the Sadducees and Pharisees, accused him of being gluttonous and a wine bibber, called him Beelzebub, and all different types of names, because he one drunk wine, and his eyes would probably always red, because he was, dealing with what he had to deal with, at that time. But anyway, I'm reading verse 28. It says, "Wine measurably drunk and in season bringeth gladness to the heart and cheerful of the mind." It says, "But wine drunken with excess maketh bitterness of the mind with brawling and quarreling." So if you drink wine and you don't drink it, you don't moderately drink it, like you're drinking it and you get so freakishly drunk and you start becoming belligerent and disruptive and out of your element, and you do something unwise, you could end up getting yourself in trouble. um but I'm gonna go to another scripture. I'm gonna go to Isaiah um 5 and 11. Isaiah 5 and 11 says, "Woe unto them that rise early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink that continue until night, till wine inflame them." Yeah, drinking red wine in moderation is good, because it's health benefit wise. But drinking wine in excess to the point where you become unable to control your body and your faculties, that's um not good. you know because everybody knows their limit. I know my limit. Everybody knows their particular limit. I know I can't drink more than 6 glasses of wine. I know that. After 6 glasses, I gotta stop. With me, I know my limit is 6 glasses, maybe seven, maybe eight, but I believe 6 glasses is enough. You know, but that's neither here or there. Um, I'm gonna go to Matthew 11, verse 18. Um, this is Matthew 11:18. It says, "For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say he have a devil. The Son of Man came eating and drinking. They say, Behold, a man gluttonous and a winebibber, and a friend of publicans and sinners, but wisdom is justified her children." Yeah, and this Yahawashi speaking. This is what they said about him. They said he was gluttonous and a winebibber and a friend of publicans and sinners, but wisdom justifies his children. Yeah, and that's definitely that's true, because Yahushua, he wasn't gluttonous. He wasn't you know um he wasn't out of pocket with his wine uses. What when he drunk wine, he drunk wine um because that was one, his favorite drink, and two, that was um you know what's the word, that made his you know that made him in a pleasant state of mind. you know um I'm gonna go to Matthew um 26 verse 26. It's Matthew 26 verse 26. It says, "And as they were eating, Yahushua took bread and blessed it and broke it and gave it to the disciples, said, Take, eat, this is my body." And he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it them, saying, Drink ye all of it, for this is my blood of the new testament, which is shed for many of the remissions of sins. For I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of the fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom. And this is the part I quoted a little earlier. Yahushua, he's not going to drink wine until he drinks anew with the elect in the kingdom. Um, I'm gonna get two more scriptures, three more scriptures. Hold on, I got Numbers. I'm gonna get this Numbers 13. This is Numbers 13:23. It says, and they came unto the book of Eshcol, and cut down from thence a branch with one cluster of grapes, and they bare it between two upon a staff, and they brought of the pomegranates and the figs, because back then, um, fruits and fruits and vegetables were way bigger, especially grapes, especially pomegranates, especially figs. They weren't small. They weren't tiny like they are now. Like, they were big. Two men had to carry a whole vine between them. You know, back then. I'm going to Proverbs 31 verse 6. Proverbs 31 verse 6, it says, give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy hearts. Yeah, we give strong drink to those that are ready to perish. Because wine is a very good like a very good healthy thing, especially for the heart. I'm read verse 7. It says, let him drink and forget his poverty and remember his misery no more. And also is a pleasant drink to enjoy, especially in moderation. But drinking in excess can, especially if you get too drunk, you can become belligerent, and you can get in trouble that way if you're not able to control yourself. But I'm gonna get this last one. This is Luke 22 verse 28. This is Luke verse 22 verse 28. And ye are they which have continued with me in my temptations, and I appoint unto you a kingdom, as my Father have appointed unto me, that ye may eat and drink at my table in the kingdom, and sit on thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And that's, Yahawashi, like he said, he didn't drink, he's not Salakia. He's not gonna drink up wine until he drank it new with the elect in the kingdom, with the disciples in the kingdom, the apostles in the kingdom. So anyway, I'm ending right here. I'm gonna end it right here. I'm gonna say all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Karkadash. Double honors to the elder apostle, great millstone. Citation, I can teach all truth, sincerity, and shalom.